Hello and welcome, my name is Drakey. I'm a serving soldier in the British Army, currently in my 7th year. In today's reaction video, which happens to be every Sunday, I'm going over the US Marine Corps basic training and their Crucible. I'm going to put my input in there and let you guys know my honest opinion, what I think of the US Marine Corps. I've not really had a lot of dealings with them. However, a couple of my friends are in the Royal Marine Commando over here in Britain, and I also got a good friend of mine, Dave, who's been serving in the Royal Marine Commando for 22 years, who's been serving alongside the US Marines quite often, and he gave me a few insights of what the US Marines are all up to. With further ado, please hit the subscribe button if you're new. Throughout the week, Monday to Friday, I always cover stuff in regards to British Army, whether it's informative videos for people looking to join the British Army or just about my life really. But every Sunday I'm doing a reaction video. Enjoy this little reaction, guys. I watched a lot of US Marine bootcamp footage on Crucible and the Grim Reaper in the last couple of days, so I've got a little bit of an understanding in regards to US Marines. I'm not going to cover the entire basic training, but what I'm going to do is go through all the nitty gritty and all the bullshit and compare it to the British Army. See if I can relate to any of this. Obviously Marines do different kind of training than we do in the British Army. We've got our Royal Marines, so it's a little bit different compared to you guys. I can only go off what my mates taught me about the US Marines, so let's go and have a look.
Discipline and spirit are the hallmarks of a Marine. Starting out, you will treat me and all other Marines with the highest respect.
Oh my God. Right, straight away guys, I can relate to this. Obviously they're doing it. It's marking time, it's called. It's a drill movement in the British Army, and a lot of times you will be stood outside your room in basic training and you will mark time. And I tell you what, after 5-10 minutes of doing that, it's the biggest lick out ever. It's draining, it tires you, and you're just sweating, and you just think, why am I doing this bullshit? Honestly, it makes you question life a lot. I mean, I get the whole thing about drill instructors. Everyone, I must have had about 1,000 people comment on my last reaction video, and everyone has, you know, left a comment, which I appreciate, and I read them all. Although I didn't have time to reply to them all. A lot of people said, you know, the reasons why you've got drill instructors in the, you know, US Army, US Marine Corps. We haven't got them. We have got drill instructors, but it's a little bit different compared to you guys. They're not in our face and shouting constantly. I get the whole point why they're doing it, but as a drill instructor, surely you must get fed up and tired of shouting constantly, and your throat must be killing you. Honestly, shouting from morning till night, and then when you get in your room or in your house on an evening, you must feel physically, mentally drained. Watch this. Right, watch this guy with glasses in the back. I've posted a video. On the right hand side, he's absolutely hanging out. I mean, he's knackered. Look at him. He can barely do anything. Look at him. He's stood there, just hands on his knees. Yeah.
It's simply one arm, shoots, comes around, claps, and then you listen and freaking squeeze, understand? Yes, sir. Like this, understand? Yes, sir. That's the hand you're shooting with first, understand? Yes, sir. You freaking clap when you listen, you're going to put your right ear against the back of their freaking head. Yes, sir. Are you stand up right now? Yes, sir. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9,
Right, I really like that about the US Marines. They're learning obviously hand-to-hand combat. It's a big thing, obviously, you need to know that type of stuff. In the British Army, we don't really do hand-to-hand combat. We do bayonet training, although the Royal Marines Commando in Britain, they do hand-to-hand combat just like you guys. I know that for a fact. Let's have a look at the US Marines Combat Endurance course. It looks very interesting. Males and females, I don't get it. This can't be infantry, surely. I love obstacle courses, absolutely love it.
Come on, hurry up. Get off the top.
Bit slow, aren't they? It's supposed to be a combat endurance course, and you won't go over that slowly. Not in the British Army anyway.
Isaac.
Right, there's the difference what I've noticed compared to the US Army. Obviously they're using sight, whereas the US Army was training, basic training with iron sight. So straight away a difference there between the Marines and the US Army from what I've been watching. Oof. Get crawling then, bitch.
Help me! Take your sweet time! Come on, get up here. Let's go!
Right, straight away, pulling someone, that's got to be the worst thing ever. Casualty evacuations and all that good stuff. It's absolutely vital you get that right, and you know, you push yourself through that. It's like that in the British Army as well, guys. You train that stuff non-stop. Even when you get to your first regiment or battalion, you still do Kazivacs, we call them. Absolute lick out, and I don't think I've ever done a casualty evacuation less than 1.5 miles or 1 mile. Half miles and that, we don't do that. We do a mile and above.
You might want to move faster.
I know.
You might want to move faster.
I know.
Just made me giggle, that guy there taking a knee and then slowly laying down. You'd probably get flashed for that in basic training in Great Britain.
I'm in.
Spider, let's go. I'm in. Everybody up. Let's go. Good.
I love it, I love it. Such a good assault course, I love it, absolutely love it. Guessing he's got GoPro strapped to him.
Let's go! And pull.
Say some more.
Stay together. Stay calm and stay together. One. Wrap around the leg. Give me a hand on the wrist, alright? Let's go. You have to grab the next one. No, don't turn your body. Just stay like that. Let's go. Get this one up and hold those two up. Got it?
It's all about teamwork.
Right there. Right there. Let's go. Let's go. Get underneath. Let's go. You're wasting time. You're getting stuck.
Right, and let's have a look at the Crucible now, which I believe is in week 12 or 12 and a half. I think this footage is a little bit older. However, everything I looked up on, you know, the Crucible, the newer footage is all about an hour long, so I can't obviously react to it in our video. So I'm going to use this old footage, which is really good. I really enjoy watching this. It indicates how hard training is, basically. Oh my god. Okay, that guy's just... Wow. Embrace the suck.
What are you doing? You might have just shot in the head. You ever tried the victim standing up?
No, sir.
On your knee?
No, sir.
Sitting up? Huh?
Right. This is... Right, let me pause this. Right, I get it. They're on the Crucible. It's a final test before the Grim Reaper, which is about, what, 5 days long, I believe. You get minimum rations from what I've looked at. People are getting 4 hours a night's sleep. There's no excuse to be walking on a Kazivac. Not an excuse. I have never seen, and I can confirm this, I've watched about 4 or 5 different Crucible videos, and each one of them were walking with a Kazis. I don't know why, but this, I don't know, in the British Army that's just not acceptable. Whenever you do a Kazivac, it's running, i.e. minimum of jogging. It's a mile, I think they do a half-mile Kazivac and that is it. Correct me if I'm wrong, please leave a comment in the comment section and let me know. But I've watched 4 or 5 different videos now of the Crucible, as I just said, and every video people were walking. Why would you walk? That's not real life. In a combat zone, if you've got a Kazi, you're not going to walk away. You're going to be running with the Kazi. Right. From looking at everything, you know, the Crucible and that, I would love to try that because it looks absolute fun. I mean, I bet it's a lick out, you know, really hard. Obviously, they're not going to make it easier or easy, but it looks like a lot of fun where you, once you completed it, you look back to it, you know, a year later down the line and you think that was awesome. Night vision, love it. Right, I know what's going on here. It's the obstacle, isn't it? And then you've got loads of music in the background of, you know, pretend firing. And you have to move across the obstacle in sections.
That you had to recruit. So, says one thing about you.
Right, I'm going to leave it there then, because obviously the Crucible is complete, and as I mentioned, I've watched a lot of Crucible videos, and each one, you know, a little bit different. However, the Kazivac, I don't agree with. You don't walk on Kazivacs. Do I think their training is awesome? Absolutely, I love it. Very, very similar to, I'd say, the British Army. Very similar to the US Army from what I watched as well. Obviously they've got their own traditions and stuff, and I don't think there's that much difference, to be honest. Do I think the Royal Marine Commando tests are harder than the US Marine tests? I believe. You know, I haven't done either one of them. I can only go by what my friend said, and I can only go off what I watch. And like I said, I know a couple of friends who've done the Royal Marine Commando tests, and if you're interested in watching that, check out the All Arms Commando course on YouTube and see for yourself. I personally think it's a lot harder than what I've watched from the US Marines. Becoming a Royal Marine in Britain, you know, it's tough. You obviously have to do your All Arms Commandos course, and then after completing the 30 mile of death, you earn your Green Beret, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this reaction video from a British Army soldier looking at the US Marine Corps. Really interesting. It looks brutal, I'm not gonna lie. It looks really tough and hard. Right guys, if you're new to the channel, as I already said, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. You know, I'm trying to grow the channel. Every Sunday I do reaction videos for all the nations across this entire continent. Throughout the week I do kind of my own vlogs and day-to-day life in the British Army, and informative British Army videos for the people looking to join the British Army. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.